Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny. We are here in Slidell for a big Division I matchup between the Northshore Panthers and the Slidell Tigers. Both teams looking to gain serious momentum going into the playoffs starting next week. Let's get to the action. Joined by Slidell coach Lori Anderson. Coach, big matchup tonight against Northshore. Both of you in the top 10 in the Division I rankings. What are you looking for tonight from your team?
Consistency and playing with a lot of intensity. Things that'll carry over into the playoffs for us.
You talk about the playoff push. How do you carry over performance tonight into the playoffs?
Well, we hadn't even talked about the playoffs, honestly. We're talking about Northshore. They're our crosstown rival, and that's our main concern, that we want to come out and play really well tonight.
Coach, final regular season game this season against a quality opponent in Slidell. What are you looking to see from your team here tonight?
We're just looking to be competitive tonight. This is our last district game for the season. Both teams are going to the playoffs, and you always want to go into the playoffs on a winning note, and we're hoping to be in that number. So we're looking to be competitive tonight and play a tough rival in Slidell.
And we are underway here in Slidell. Casey Livingston to serve. Hit up and over by Carly Mary. Tried to be handled there by Casey Livingston, but mishandled. That'll be a point for the Panthers. Grant Yenny here alongside Rhett Sharp in Slidell for this District 5 Division I matchup. Carly Mary to serve for the North Shore Lady Panthers. Mary has it up and over. Mishandled there by Jocelyn Bright. Another point for the North Shore Panthers.
Mary with a really nice jump serve there, Grant.
Absolutely. Mary to serve once again. Up and over, dug up by Livingston to Herdliska. Hit hard by Jocelyn Bright, but it's handled by the Lady Panthers. Up a little dink shot there by Caitlin Epperson, but she's called with a lift. The ball will go back over to the Slidell Lady Tigers. Jocelyn Bright to serve for the Lady Tigers. Bright gets it over, and it's put back over. No one there to catch it over on the near side.
It's a nice little dink from Vollenweider.
Annalise Vollenweider back to serve for the Lady Panthers. Gets it over, no one there. Nice effort by Jocelyn Bright to try and dig it up, but to no avail. Annalise Vollenweider to serve once again. Up and over, powerful serve, dug up by the Lady Tigers, set by Riley Herdliska. Dug up by Madeline Vollenweider for the Lady Panthers, back over to the Slidell Tigers. This one has to go over, and it does. Set up by Annalise Vollenweider to Madeline Vollenweider. Beautiful hit. Maya West touched it, and that'll be a point for the North Shore Panthers.
Got the sister connection going here at North Shore.
Vollenweider to Vollenweider.
5-1 the score, North Shore.
Annalise Vollenweider gets it over. Hit up by Herdliska and blasted by Eric Bennett. Beautiful hit there, Rhett.
Erica Bennett, when she gets a hold of it, is really a force to be reckoned with there for the Lady Tigers.
Mackenzie Fugati back to serve for the Tigers. Gets it over, dug up, handled by Mary, who hits it back over. Livingston puts it up. Vollenweider. Great hit by Amanda Giardina. Laser shot to the Slidell side. That'll be a point for the Lady Panthers. With Caitlin Epperson back to serve.
Grant, we've got a full gym here tonight. It's a really big rivalry match.
It's a packed house.
Absolutely.
Epperson gets it over. It's put up and blasted by Chelsea Harrington. And that'll be a point for the North Shore Panthers. North Shore leading 7-2. Epperson back to serve once again. Hits it over, unsure about that one, but gets it over. Herdliska puts it up. Harrington trying to score. Vollenweider to Amanda Giardina. Great back and forth here, saved there by Epperson.
Good looking rally.
And Mary hits it over, touched by Slidell. That'll be another point for the North Shore Lady Panthers. Epperson once again to serve. Dug up over by Jocelyn Bright. Chelsea Harrington hits the net. And the North Shore Panthers have themselves quite a run here.
Yeah, they've come out on their front foot for sure, and I know Coach Danny Davis is probably happy about that.
Epperson back to serve once again.
These two teams are pretty evenly matched as far as record and standing wise.
Big hit by Erica Bennett, dug up by Epperson.
Watch
but
the
North Shore
stands.
unable to handle it. You have Amanda Giardina laying out, almost going into the stands there.
Yeah.
That's good effort.
It's hustle.
Erica Bennett now back to serve for the Slidell Tigers. Up and over, and it goes out.
A little too strong off the service line for Bennett.
And good focus by the Lady Panthers to let it go out. Madeline Vollenweider serving it over to the Lady Tigers. Vollenweider putting it up to Giardina. Slidell unable to handle it. They now lead 11. North Shore now leads 11-3. Madeline Vollenweider once again back to serve. Hits the net, gets it over. Vollenweider sets it up to Carly Mary. Good shot, but Livingston saves it. Another big shot there by Bright. And once again, we have another great back and forth going. Amanda Giardina sets up Mary, and it's saved once again by Livingston. Mary with the dig. And Giardina with the hit, saved over there by Mackenzie Fagate, and Jocelyn Bright gets it back over to the North Shore side.
This is quite a rally, Grant.
Quite a rally, back and forth. Who will flinch first? It's the Slidell Lady Tigers point for the North Shore Lady Panthers, who now extend their lead 12-3 here in the first.
This is exactly what Danny Davis wanted to start off with. I know Coach Anderson for the Slidell Tigers is probably wondering when her team is going to get started.
Vollenweider serves it over, and Slidell going for the little dinks, trying to catch North Shore off guard, but they are catching it. Herdliska, big hit over there
Big block
by Jocelyn Bright, but a block by the North Shore Panthers. Madeline Vollenweider to serve. It gets over, set up there to Harrington. Harrington dinking it over. Amanda Giardina putting it over. No one there. She hit it right in that spot in between everybody, so no one could get to it.
Campfire ball, sir.
Campfire ball.
14-3.
Madeline Vollenweider to serve once again. It gets there, dug up over there by Bright. And Bright with a big hit.
That was strong.
And that ends the North Shore Lady Panther streak. Slidell now with 4 points. North Shore leads 14-4. And this is a really big matchup going into the playoffs starting next week.
Oh, no doubt. Both teams really want a victory. Sets them up nicely for the playoffs.
Herdliska serves the ball over. Mary saves it, gets the ball over to the Slidell side. Herdliska up to Harrington with the big hit, but into the net. That'll be a point for the North Shore Panthers.
Coach Anderson letting the Lady Tigers play. I'm surprised she hasn't called timeout to kind of calm them down a little bit.
Giardina back to serve for the Panthers. Gets it over. A dig by Slidell. Big hit
Out of
by
bounds.
Morgan off of it, but out of bounds. North Shore now leading by 12.
16-4, Grant.
Giardina back to serve. Gets it over, dug up by Fugatti. Herdliska to Bright. Big hit, but saved there by Mary. Quite a save. Back over to the Slidell side. Bright dinking it.
Yeah.
And there catches Giardina off guard.
Smart play.
We have Maya West back to serve for the Slidell Tigers. West gets it over, up by Giardina. Big hit there. And Mary hitting over to the Slidell side. Herdliska to Fugatti, hit into the net. Another point for North Shore.
Really fast-paced first set here.
And North Shore getting long runs going. North Shore serves it up and over. Dug up. Herdliska to Bright. Saved by Giardina. Big hit by Mary, but it's dug up there by Livingston.
Out of the net.
Vollenweider to Epperson. Big hit by Bright into the block there, over there by Mary. Comes back to the Slidell side. Mary, big hit. Livingston digs it up. Herdliska to Fugatti, blocked there by Epperson.
Big swing.
And campfire ball there
Tricky.
for Herdliska getting it
Tricky
over.
play from Herdliska. Riley Herdliska showing some experience there for the Tigers.
And Livingston will be back to serve for the Lady Tigers.
Panthers still up 17-6.
Livingston gets it over. Set up by Giardina. Big hit by Mary, but it's dug up by the Lady Tigers. Fugatti into the net.
She needs to change her angle a little bit to get over the net. That's 2 or 3 now in this first set that she's hit right into the net. She's going to get that corrected, I'm sure.
And Carly Mary back to serve for the North Shore Panthers. Mary gets it over. Too much on that one. That's out of bounds.
Good eye from the Lady Tigers to let that go.
And Jocelyn Bright now to serve for the Lady Tigers. Bright serves it into the net.
That's that
North
unforced
Shore will
error.
get the ball back. North Shore now leading 19-7 here in the first. Annalise Vollenweider, the other half of the Vollenweider sisters, to serve. Vollenweider gets it over, dug up by Livingston to Bennett, but it's saved by North Shore. Back over Bennett, big swing, and it's touched by North Shore. That'll be a point for Slidell. Confusion on the Slidell side as Chelsea Harrington goes in for Maya West. And Cabri Berg in for Amana Ellis. Berg will be back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Berg gets it over, dug up by North Shore. Annalise Vollenweider to Epperson. Big hit there by Bright. North Shore handles it well. Bright once again, and dug up there by North Shore. Bennett beats the block there.
Yeah.
She hits it right into the hands
Block
of
straight
Epperson
down.
and Vollenweider, and it goes straight down.
Well played.
Berg to serve once again for the Lady Tigers. Gets it over, dug up there by Giardina. Giardina trying to keep it in. It was going out. It's called out. It hit the pole. I'm being told by Dave Williams.
That is an error.
Berg
Wow.
serves it into the net.
Just
So
points that they can use are just giving away there. 20-10.
and Epperson to serve for the Panthers. Epperson gets it over, dug up by Bright to Harrington, handled by the Panthers. This one needs to go over, and it does not.
Quite there.
Good effort there by Epperson trying to make a play. And Erica Bennett will go back to serve for the Lady Tigers.
Tigers and Panthers, man.
Bennett gets it over, handled by the Panthers. Big hit there by Giardina. Slidell unable to handle it. Ball goes back to the North Shore side.
That was a big hit from Amanda Giardina.
Now North Shore
Big
leading
swing.
by 10, 21-11 here in the first. Madeline Volenweider makes her way around the rotation. She is serving once again. Gets it over, handled well by Livingston. Over to Harrington with the big hit, but blocked by North Shore. And a campfire ball there.
Just miscommunication there from the Lady Panthers. They, everyone expected to get to it, and then nobody did. It's 21-12, Grant. The Panthers may have built an insurmountable lead, but we'll see.
Herdliska serves it over, and it's put straight down by Morgan Althman following the dig from North Shore.
Looks like the Lady Panthers just lost concentration here at the end of this first set. I mean, they were rolling.
Herdliska back to serve again. Gets it over, dug up there by the Lady Panthers, and a huge hit by Mary, unable to be handled by Berg. Ball goes back to North Shore. Giardina back to serve for the Lady Panthers.
Big jump serve.
Oh, and Berg with the big dig there, back over to the North Shore side. Ooh. Bright hits it over to the North Shore side, set up by Volenweider to Mary. Big hit, no one there.
Yep.
Point for North Shore.
Carly just guided that ball exactly where she wanted to go. Picked out a spot on the floor and hit it.
North Shore leading 23-13 here in the first, with Giardina back to serve for the Lady Panthers.
Pretty
Giardina
jump
gets
serve.
it over. Livingston able to handle it. Bright hits it up. Dug by North Shore. Volenweider over to Mary, and it's blocked there by Jocelyn Bright and Chelsea Harrington. Check that, Morgan Offerman. Maya West checks into the game to serve for the Lady Tigers. West gets it over, handled by Giardina, up to Volenweider.
Ooh, wow,
Big
mishandled.
hit from North Shore, mishandled by Slidell.
Yeah.
So once again, North Shore with the 10-point lead,
Set point, sir.
24-14.
North Shore rolling in this first set.
North Shore to serve once again. They could close it out right now. Mary,
And there it is.
and that'll do it for the first set. The North Shore Panthers take it 25-14.
St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, an A-rated school district. Graduates with the highest ACT scores in the state. Facilities with the latest technology. Safe and secure schools. A variety of sports. Fine arts. And learning to last a lifetime.
I'm Superintendent Trey Foles, and this is where we educate every child, every day.
Second set here in this rivalry matchup. Slidell Lady Tigers against the North Shore Lady Panthers. Amanda Kaluta back to serve. Excuse me. Amanda Kaluta serves it over. Vollenweider puts it up. Carly Mary, big hit. And that is Mackenzie Fugate, big hit.
Out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds, though.
Yeah, she just needs to find her range.
Kaluta back once again to serve for the Lady Panthers. Gets it over to the Lady Tigers. Great dig there by Offament. Slidell gets it back over to the North Shore side. Vollenweider puts it up to Mary, who gets it over. And another great hustle there by Maya West. Kaluta digging it up. Vollenweider puts it up. Big hit by Mary, but dug up easily by
Thanks,
Casey Livingston. And Fugate gets it over to Kaluta. Big hit there by Giardina. And Fugate.
There it is.
It's in. And that is a point for the Lady Tigers. 1-1 here in the second set.
Is what she needed to kind of get some confidence with her game. She's got plenty of opportunities to get the hit.
Livingston back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Over to Kaluta. Puts it up to Epperson. North Shore handles it. Vollenweider. Giardina gets it over, and that is out of bounds.
Nope. That's a point to the Panthers.
Point to the Panthers. The sideline judge called it out, but
overruled by our head referee.
So North Shore now leads 2-1 here in the second.
That ball just hit the line, I suspect.
Mary serving it over, put up easily by Bright. Bright, big hit over, too much on it, out of bounds.
Plenty of effort from the Lady Tigers tonight. Herliska making a big run over there towards the stands just to keep that in bounds, but nothing doing.
Mary back to serve once again. Up and over, dug up by Livingston, mishandled, out of bounds.
That's that serve that Carly Mary puts on the court. Got a lot of spin on it.
Mary will serve again, looking to do the same as she did before.
Watch this ball as it goes over the net.
And over. Mishandled once again by Bright. It really is that spin.
That was a crazy, it was a knuckleball, really.
Yeah. That is 5-1 now. North Shore on a run against Slidell. Mary to serve once again. Over, Livingston handles it. Herdliska to Fugate. Gets it over. Bright digs it up. Vollenweider. And too much on it by Madeline Vollenweider. So Slidell looking to gain some momentum here.
Yeah, 5-2.
Bright serving it over. Vollenweider. And not enough there.
Good idea.
By Caitlin Epperson.
Execution was a little lacking, but
a good idea to try and catch the Slidell Tigers off guard.
The Tigers don't want to go down like they did in the first set early.
Bright gets it over, dug up by Kaluta.
Block.
And
out of bounds though. But
great block there by Annalise Vollenweider.
Both players met at the net.
And Bright back to serve for Slidell. Gets it over. Kaluta puts it up. Vollenweider to Vollenweider. And Bright with Herdliska going for the dink once again.
Yeah, Riley
but
just
straight into the net.
She kind of mistimed her jump there.
The ball goes back to the North Shore side with Annalise Vollenweider to serve. Gets it over. Dug up by Livingston. Back over to the North Shore side. And that is point for North Shore. Annalise Vollenweider to serve once again.
7-4. Your score. And we're going to have a little discussion
Confusion
here.
On the Herdliska talking to the referee. And Annalise Vollenweider back to serve. Good spin on it. Livingston hits it close to the net. That's great effort there by Herdliska.
It was.
Back to the North Shore side. Vollenweider over there to Giardina.
Just
And
blocked.
Slidell puts it down on the North Shore side. That'll be a point for Slidell. Vollenweider. It's it over. Herdliska puts it up. Big
Ooh,
hit by
wow.
Bright into the net.
Yeah, Bright wanted that one.
It's now 8-4 here in the second. Annalise Vollenweider still serving for the Lady Panthers. Vollenweider getting it over. Bright digs it up. Herdliska to Bennett. Great save by Kaluta. Back over to the North Shore side, and it's mishandled there by Mary and Giardina. Point for Slidell. So now Slidell looking to go on a run here like North Shore has been going on.
Well, let's see if they can put together a few points in a row. I know they'd like to.
Fugatti gets it over for Slidell. Vollenweider to Giardina, too much on it. Another point for Slidell. Fugatti back to serve.
They're keeping it much closer here in set number 2 are the Tigers.
Fugatti up and over to the North Shore side, dug up by Kaluta. Vollenweider to Giardina, hits it, had a little too much, but Livingston pops it up. Herdliska.
Had a bad hit.
So Epperson will go back to serve for the North Shore Panthers. Epperson gets it over, handled by Bright. Herdliska to Bennett, and
The ball
we
was,
have in from the line judge,
Yep.
and the official says
the ball was out.
so. Overruling the line judge there, Epperson back to serve once again for North Shore. Epperson gets it over, Bright to Herdliska, to Bennett once again, and that goes straight down, laser shot.
Yeah, great hit from Bennett. Again, if she gets a good look, it's pretty much game over most of the time.
North Shore still leads 10-7 here in the second. Bennett back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Bennett gets it over, handled by Kaluta. Vollenweider to Vollenweider, and it's long. Point for Slidell. Bennett back to serve once again for the Lady Tigers. Gets the ball over, handled by Kaluta. Vollenweider over to Giardina. Hits it, handled by Bright. Herdliska is blocked there. Nice block there by Giardina. Bright gets it over back on the North Shore side, and it's miscommunication there.
Definitely. And the crowd definitely getting into it now. This is a huge crowd here at Slidell.
It's packed house in this rivalry game.
Yep.
It's now at 10-9. North Shore leading
I want to
10-9.
point out that the Tigers have never been in a tie or the lead yet in this match.
And Bright mishandles the ball there. Ball goes back to the North Shore side.
And we've had no timeouts, Grant.
We haven't.
Which is also kind of a different vibe.
Madeline Vollenweider to serve for the Lady Panthers. Over to Fugatti, puts it up. Herdliska.
Big hit.
Big hit by Harrington. And Giardina hitting it up, but it's blocked. Put up by Berg. Big block there by Offenman.
Blocked out of bounds. That's an unlucky touch because it really was a great block.
Ball going back to the Slidell side. They're saying, no, it's North Shore's
Yeah,
point.
it's North Shore point.
Madeline Vollenweider will serve for North Shore. Vollenweider gets it over, handled by Bright. Herdliska up to Harrington, who gets it over, handled by North Shore. Vollenweider to Mary. Livingston saving it. Harrington gets it over. And
Gotta get it over.
Vollenweider, Giordano gets it over.
Ooh.
And Harrington hits it out of bounds. A little miscommunication there by the Slidell Tigers.
Almost looked like it was going to be a trick play. 13-9 now.
Madeline Vollenweider serving it up for the Panthers.
Good
Fugate
serve.
saves it. Mary, big hit, no one there.
Yeah,
Point
that's
for
just
North Shore.
That is a great cross-court ball struck by Carly Mary.
And once again, North Shore getting these runs, getting the momentum going
Yeah,
in their
definitely.
favor. Vollenweider hits it over. Herdliska up to Othman, but it was blocked. Othman once again a big hit into the tape. Vollenweider to Giordano. Vollenweider, big hit by Harrington. And it's long. North Shore continues their run. North Shore now leading 15-9 here in the second.
North Shore's defense here in set number 2 has been pretty spot on as far as spacing.
Vollenweider gets it over. Herdliska up to Othman.
And that's my
but North
point
Shore
right there.
handles
Slidell hits it right to the Panthers.
Kaluta to Vollenweider to Mary. Laser hit. Ooh. Unable to be handled there by Mackenzie Fugate.
16-9, still no timeouts. Grant, this is we
haven't seen one yet.
An anomaly, yeah. It's almost like they can't call one.
And the gym's starting to get loud. Madeline Vollenweider handled by Livingston. Ooh. And big block there. Amanda Giordina and Tyler David of the North Shore Panthers blocked the Morgan Othman attack. Madeline Vollenweider to serve again. 17-9 here in the second. Gets it over. Good effort digging it up by Slidell.
Wow.
Harrington
net
hits
ball.
it straight at Giordino.
18-9
and she's
now.
in the net. So Madeline Vollenweider will serve it over. Vollenweider puts it up and over. It looked like it was going out of bounds, but Bright hit it anyway.
Gotta get it over.
Livingston gets it over on the third hit. Kaluta, Vollenweider to big hit by Giordina, unable to be handled by Slidell.
19-9. It's almost like Coach Anderson is like, you know what, you guys want to let you girls work out of this.
Vollenweider gets it over, handled by Livingston to Herdliska, but it blocked straight down by Tyler David.
20-9,
and
Lady
North Shore
Panthers
continues their run.
Yeah, really with a commanding lead here in set number 2. Just continuing what they've done in set number 1.
Vollenweider getting it over. Herdliska trying to dink it over. Doesn't catch North Shore off guard. Mary, big hit. And Slidell unable to handle it.
I mean, they're all over the court right now. 21-9.
And Vollenweider still serving for the North Shore Panthers.
The Panthers on an 11-point run, by the way.
Vollenweider gets it over, handled by Livingston. Herdliska to Bright into the net. And as you said before, Rhett, still no timeout.
No, I think Coach Anderson's made a decision. She's just kind of sitting back there watching her girls. Like, you know what, you created this deficit. Let's see if you can work out of it, because the playoffs are coming and the teams aren't going to get any easier.
No. Vollenweider over. Big hit there by Othman, but it's handled by North Shore. Vollenweider over to Mary. Beats the block.
Wow.
Mishandled by Herdliska. Another point for the North Shore.
And again, the Panthers have gone on a huge run here to kind of finish this out.
Quite a run, 23-9 here in the second. Herdliska sets up to Harrington. Big hit over, handled by Kaluta. Mary to Vollenweider. It goes long.
Wow. Lady Tigers on the board with 10.
So the Lady Tigers will now get an opportunity to try and decrease the deficit here.
Wow.
Herdliska back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Big hit by Tyler David, handled by Livingston. This one has to go over. Borg gets it over. Kaluta, Volenweider to Giardina, handled by Berg. And Slidell gets it back over to the North Shore side. Volenweider up to Mary. Big hit, mishandled. And then it goes out of bounds. That'll be another point for North Shore. And we're in set point once again.
Set point at 24-10.
Giardina can put it away right here. Up and over. Livingston mishandles it, and that's set number 2 to the North Shore Lady Panthers, 25-10. Third set here in Slidell with Casey Livingston to start it off for the Slidell Lady Tigers. The North Shore Lady Panthers lead 3-0 going into the third set here. Livingston gets it over, dug up by Giardina. Volenweider back over to the Lady Tigers side. Herdliska, and a big hit by Bright, mishandled by North Shore.
Yep.
And Slidell gets on the board first.
This is the first lead of the match, I believe. Yeah, first lead of the match right here for the Lady Tigers.
Livingston serving it back over, up by Kaluta. Over, little miscommunication, but Volenweider gets it at the last second back over to the Slidell Lady Tigers side. Bennett with a hit, but it's handled by North Shore. Fugati up to Herdliska. Bright, big hit, mishandled by Giardina. And now Slidell on a 2-0 run here early in the third set.
Don't call it a comeback. Got a pretty big break in between set 2 and 3. Maybe Coach Anderson
Livingston
talking
getting
the girls up
over to the North Shore side. And a big hit there by Giardina. And the ball goes back to the North Shore side. And let's see if North Shore will get a big run going as they did in the 2 sets prior.
Well, Carly Mary's got to serve, as we've seen all throughout this match.
They've had fits with her serve.
They have.
So Mary up and over. That knuckleball, it's out of bounds.
Yeah.
So a break for the Slidell Tigers. Slidell with the early lead, 3-1 here in the third set. And Bright back to serve. Bright over, handled by Kaluta, up to Volenweider. And it's long by Madeline Volenweider. And Slidell has a run going here.
They certainly do, 4-1.
Bright up and over, handled by Kaluta. Volenweider dinks it over, it's long.
Yeah. It was a good idea, Graham, but it was just
a little too much on it.
Yeah, a little too much. It was a good idea to just kind of shift direction with the ball, but
Bright to serve once again for the Lady Tigers. Gets it over, handled by Giardina, up to Volenweider. Epperson puts it over. And Bennett tried to blast it, blocked there by Epperson. Volenweider to Volenweider, and blocked by Imana Ellis. 6-1.
And we've got a timeout.
Danny Davis calls a timeout. Following the timeout, Jesslyn Bright to serve once again for the Lady Tigers. Gets it over, handled by Kaluta. Volenweider to Volenweider. And that was Madeline Volenweider, gets it over. Imana Ellis unable to block it. It goes straight to the floor.
6-2, Lady Panthers back on serve.
Annalise Volenweider to serve for the Panthers. Gets over, handled by Bright. No one there to answer the dig, though. Point for North Shore. Slidell still leading 6-3 here in the third. Annalise Volenweider back to serve once again. Gets it over, Bright handles it. Herdliska to Bennett, big hit, but it's handled by North Shore. Volenweider hits it over, dug up by West.
Wow.
And Epperson puts it back down to the floor.
Smart play.
Cutting Slidell's lead to 2 here, 6-4 in the third.
After that timeout, the Panthers have have come back with a little bit of a rally.
Vollenweider into the net. And that'll
Just giving up points there.
and the crowd here getting fired up for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, the football team, the entire football team is sitting directly to our left.
Fugatti gets it over, digging it back up after following the North Shore attack, and it's mishandled by Riley Herdliska.
That was a big play from Epperson just to knock it straight down.
And now Epperson back to serve for North Shore. Up and over, knuckleball. Played by Livingston. Up big, big block there by Giardina and Tyler David.
And the Panthers have climbed back into this set early to make it 7-6.
Caitlin Epperson back to serve. Up, over, mishandled by Bright into the net. But Harrington makes something out of nothing.
Harrington.
And a laser shot there now by Amanda Giardina to put an end to the rally.
7-all. And the Lady Panthers have scored 7 points, 6 points in a row now.
Epperson up and over, handled by Bright. Herdliska to Bennett. Blocked there by Giardina and David. Vollenweider putting it over, knocked up by Fugatti. Bennett, laser shot handled by North Shore, and a miscommunication at the net lead to.
Still, the Lady Panthers spacing has been really, really on point tonight. The Tigers are having a hard time just getting it past the defense and finding the floor.
Bennett back to serve for the Tigers. Handled by Kaluta. Vollenweider to Giardina, dinks it. Blocked there by Offament. Back over Bright to Herdliska to Harrington. And dink over there by Tyler David. Herdliska back to Harrington, and no one there. Can't fire ball for the North Shore Panthers. Lady Tigers extend their lead 9-7 here in the third. Bennett back to serve once again for the Lady Tigers. Into the net.
Man, hits the tape and returns.
Madeline Vollenweider will be back to serve for North Shore. Madeline gets it over, handled by Livingston. Herdliska to Harrington, and it big blocked by Giardina, unable to be handled by the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, I mean,
And we're tied up once again.
that right side defense is really strong for the Panthers.
Vollenweider up and into the net.
3 points given.
Slidell reclaiming the lead. Herdliska back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Up, over, handled by Kaluta. Vollenweider to Giardina, unable to be handled by Morgan Offament. Point for the North Shore Panthers. 10-10 here in the third. Now this is more of what we expected coming into this game.
This is actually what I expected, but it hasn't happened so far. But, you know,
solid back and forth, tied up now, 10-10.
well, if the Lady Tigers can take control of this set, anything can happen.
Vollenweider getting it back over to the Lady Tigers side. Livingston up and over. Vollenweider to Mary, big hit, but a big block by Morgan Offman. It's out of bounds.
Blocked out of bounds, and the Lady Panthers take the lead for the first time in this set. 11-10.
And
They were down as much as 6-1 here to start this set, and now they've taken the lead 11-10. Having a little bit of discussion with the head referee.
We have a spot on the floor that needs to be wiped up.
We'll take a quick time out here.
Giardina back to serve for the North Shore Panthers. handled by Fugati. Herdliska serves back to Harrington, to Offerman, excuse me. No one there to answer on the North Shore
That
side.
was a really clean back set from Herdliska, who really does a nice job for the Tigers in the middle.
And Offerman put too much on it for North Shore to handle.
Right. Herdliska just distributing the ball properly almost every play.
West serves it over for the Lady Tigers. Vollenweider dinks it over. Fugati over to Herdliska. Herdliska to Bright. And that'll go off of Mary and David. Point for Slidell. Slidell reclaiming the lead, 12-11. West getting it over. Up by Giordina. Vollenweider to Mary. Big hit, but blocked by Bright. David hitting it over. Herdliska setting. Bright. Big hit, long though. Point for North Shore. We're tied up once again.
We are trading points here in set number 3.
Big rivalry game. Playoff implications involved.
No doubt.
Kaluta getting it over to Slidell. Bright, big hit blocked by Mary and Epperson. And that's just solid defense there.
It really is. Coach Davis probably really happy that his girls climb back into this set after being down.
Kaluta serves it over, handled by Bright. Excuse me, Offerman. And Offerman hits it.
Yeah.
Laser rocket to the corner.
That's a beautiful touch right there. Coach Anderson has to be happy with the way her team has responded in this set. Conversely, after being down 2 sets to 0.
Livingston gets it over, out of bounds. Ball goes back to the North Shore side. And still not one timeout has been called by the Slidell Lady Tigers.
No, Coach Anderson, again, I think she's just going to let them play.
Carly Mary back to serve. Up and over, handled there by Bright. Herdliska gets it over, Kaluta. Vollenweider to Vollenweider, and it's long.
Yep.
Ball back to Slidell, and this game is tied up once again. Jocelyn Bright back to serve for Slidell. A little confusion on the field, or on the court, talking it over.
Coach Davis becoming a little bit animated. We're going to stick with this for a moment.
Explanation from the ref to the players.
I always find this part really interesting. The players talk to the referee, but they relay messages from the coach. Which is an interesting part of the game. The coaches don't really talk to the referees. It's the players who are involved with the conversation. And the point's
awarded to North Shore.
Overturned, yeah, point overturned. Wow. Whatever Coach
Danny Davis gets animated,
well,
and Danny Davis gets his way.
Well, whatever Coach Davis saw, it was correct, apparently, at least according to the head ref.
Mary, up and over, dug up by Livingston. Herdliska to Bennett, saved by North Shore. This one needs to go over.
That quick set really worked for the Tigers there.
Point for Slidell. And now
more discussion
down on the court.
At the scorers table. Kind of turn into a sloppy set number 3.
North Shore leading 15-14 here in the third set.
Should be 15-15, but I'm going to go with what the scoreboard says. There we go.
Now it's
15.
And
okay,
now we're at 14-14.
Wow.
And Coach Davis saying it's 14-15 with the Panthers leading.
More confusion, but I want to lead the action here. It's, again, now 15-14.
And that's where it will stand. Bright to serve for the Lady Tigers. Handled by Kaluta. Vollenweider to Vollenweider. Big hit. It's long. Another point for the Lady Tigers. So there's your 15-15 here in the third.
I mean, I'm just reporting what I see.
Bright getting it over. Giardina digs it up. Confusion from the Panthers, and it results in a campfire ball. Slidell reclaims the lead 16-15 here in the third. And this gym is getting loud. Bright hits it over. Giardina handles it. Vollenweider to Mary. Handled by West. Herliska to Bennett. Big hit.
Locked out of bounds.
Another point for the Slidell Lady Tigers. Bright back to serve. 17-15 here in the third. Lady Tigers leading. Bright. Bright's serve is long.
Yep.
And the score should be
17-16.
Slidell Lady Tigers still leading. Vollenweider over. Bright handles it. Herliska to Bennett. Bennett, big hit, handily by Mary. And another big hit by Bennett, but it goes long.
Out of bounds. That's unfortunate. Lady Tigers had a lot of momentum going into that. Erica Bennett, if she could have got that in play, that point would have been really huge.
Now we're all tied up, 17-17 here in the third, with the Annalise Vollenweider to serve. It's over, handled by Livingston. Herliska to Bennett. Bennett with a laser, handled by Kaluta. Up Mary, this one needs to go over. Epperson gets it over. And Herliska back to Bennett. Hits it, handled by Northshore. Vollenweider to Giardina.
Wow.
And that is a point for Northshore.
You got to credit Northshore for getting that first rally back over after that big Bennett's.
That Epperson save.
Well, the Bennett hit to the Epperson save was
Right.
really the key to that point.
Vollenweider over to Bright. Up to Bennett once again. Dinks it over. Unable to be handled by Northshore.
Takes a little speed off of it and results in a point. It's a smart play from Erica Bennett.
18-18 here in the third. Mackenzie Pagatti serves it over for the Lady Tigers, handled by Kaluta. Vollenweider. And Giardina
Hit the
straight
floor.
to the ground.
Yep. It was almost a really nice pickup.
But a little too quick there for Livingston.
Fugatti.
Up and over for Epperson. Herliska to Bennett. Saved there by Epperson. Giardina unable to handle it, and that'll be another point for the Slidell Lady Tigers. This is a close one, Rhett.
Sure is. We're trading points for real. Erica Bennett, pink headband.
Erica Bennett gets it over. Vollenweider back to Mary. And that's mishandled in the net there. Point back to Northshore.
Lady Panthers get to 21st.
With that big hit from Mary, it looked like Bennett was just trying to, in self-defense, get the
Right.
ball away from her.
Yeah. Mary by far the biggest hitter for the Lady Panthers.
Northshore serving it over. Up, handled. Offman dinks it over. It's saved.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Offman once again pushing it over. Up, Vollenweider. Over to Mary, big hit. Livingston digs it up. Herliska. And that's a dink there by Chelsea Harrington. Great way to catch the North Shore Lady Panthers off guard.
Smart play.
Herliska serves it over. Handled by North Shore. Vollenweider to Mary. Livingston handles it. Herliska.
Tough.
Double hit there
Yep.
for the Lady Tigers.
21-20, Grant.
Amanda Giardina back to serve for the Lady Panthers. Up and over, a lot of spin, but into the net.
That is not when you want to give away a point like that.
21-21 here in the third.
Slidell fans are definitely getting into it now.
Maya West serves it over for the Lady Tigers. Vollenweider to Mary, who pushes it, not going for her usual hit. Herliska to Fugati, and it goes out.
Yeah, it looked like it hit the net and just went out on its own.
And Kaluta.
22-21, we have a timeout now.
A timeout, Slidell.
First one.
22-21 here in the third. Slidell takes a timeout. Amanda Kaluta to serve for the North Shore Lady Panthers. Up and over. Handled by West. Big hit by Bright, and it's in. Point for the Lady Tigers.
Painted the line, sir.
Lady Tigers and Lady Panthers tied up here, 22-22 here in the third. Livingston to serve it for the Lady Tigers. Up and over. Back over to the Slidell side, handled Kaluta, pops it up there. Mary, big hit, good hustle by Livingston to save it. And a block there by Epperson. Slidell can't get it back over. North Shore retaking the lead here. 23-22 here in the third. The official coming out to wipe up some sweat on the floor.
For the last 8 or 9 points, North Shore has gained the lead, only to lose it the very next point to the Tigers. So it's really been back and forth. No one has gotten 2 points in a row in quite a while.
A big rivalry matchup here.
That's it.
Carly Mary.
Coach Davis wants to sub.
Madeline Vollenweider coming in. And Mary will serve.
23-22, Lady Panthers trying to close it out.
Mary, up and over. It's
Wow,
long.
that is
she put a lot of power on that one.
really.
So now 23-23.
Yeah.
Bright to serve for the Lady Tigers. Bright, up and over, handled by the Lady Panthers. Vollenweider, back to Mary. Big hit, handled easily by Livingston. Herliska to Bennett. Big hit out on the North Shore Panthers.
Yeah.
Point for the Slidell Lady Tigers. Set point.
Set point, believe it or not, Lady Tigers have battled all the way to this point. We got a timeout now. Coach Davis.
Coach Davis calls a timeout. 24-23, Slidell Lady Tigers lead. Following the timeout, Jocelyn Bright back to serve for the Lady Tigers, and this gym is loud here on set point.
Football team is on their feet.
Bright up and over, handled by North Shore. Vollenweider over to Giardina, who pushes it over. Bright handles it. Herliska up to Bennett. No big shot, no, handled there by Kaluta.
Look at
and out on the Slidell Tigers. That's a point for the Panthers.
What a huge save for the North Shore Panthers. Unbelievable. I really can't comprehend that kind of defense right there.
Great effort all around.
Wow.
24-24.
Got to win by 2.
Annalise Vollenweider puts it over. Bennett pops it up, mishandled. That'll be 25-24 Slidell Tigers. Got to win by 2, as Rhett just said.
Wow, that Panthers defense a point ago was something else.
And Mackenzie Fugate trying to put it away here.
Such a big point right here.
For the Lady Tigers. Up and over. Played by North Shore. Giardina into the net.
Oh my goodness.
We have a campfire ball there on the other side of the net.
Wow.
25-25 here in the third.
These two teams are just battling.
Epperson back to serve for the Panthers. Up and over. Livingston digs it up. Herliska to Harrington, who gets it over. Vollenweider to Vollenweider. Back to Giardina. Into the net.
Wow.
And that'll be point North Shore. 26-25.
Timeout.
26-25 here in the third. Coach Lori Anderson calls a timeout for the Slidell Lady Tigers. Great set so far. 26-25. Epperson looking to put it away for the North Shore Lady Panthers. Up and over, handled by Bright. Dink by Herdliska. Vollenweider to Giardina. It's it over. And they call North Shore in the net. And we continue here in the third.
Wow, this is kind of exciting.
Quite an exciting set here in the third. 26-26. Caitlin Bennett. Fielded by North Shore. Vollenweider to Mary. Big hit. Fugatti to Bennett. Over to Harrington. Handled by North Shore.
Quick.
Giardina. Smart play. And a smart play there by the North Shore Lady Panthers.
I mean, this is going to the wire, back and forth. Two great teams, well coached. Right before playoffs.
North Shore up and over, played by Livingston. Herdliska. Mary gets it up. Vollenweider back to Giardina. It's played by the Lady Tigers. Herdliska up to Bright. Bright gets it over.
Wow.
Mishandled by North Shore. My goodness, Rhett.
27 apiece, sir.
Here in the third set, Herdliska back to serve.
Ooh, almost sneaks that one in there.
David getting it over. Herdliska to Bright. Big hit and blocked. That'll be point for Slidell. So 28-27.
Set point.
Set point. Riley Herdliska to serve it up for the Lady Tigers. Up and over. Handled cleanly by North Shore. Mary.
Wow, that's really.
Mary needed to get it over and didn't. And the Slidell Lady Tigers take the third set, 29-27. Kaluta to serve for the North Shore Lady Panthers, following the third set win by the Lady Tigers. Handled, and North Shore gets first points here.
It was one of the most exciting sets that I've covered here this season. I've been able to witness, I'll say.
Quite a set.
Absolutely.
North Shore leading 1-0 following the block there by Mary. Kaluta puts it back over. Herdliska up to Bright, and the campfire ball there. 1-1 here in the fourth.
Good
Casey
vote.
Livingston to serve for the Lady Tigers. Livingston up and over. Handled by Giardina. And unable to be handled by the Lady Tigers. Point for North Shore.
Both squads employing a little bit of finesse at the net for all the points here in set number 4.
Carly Mary to serve for North Shore. Her serve's been giving the Lady Tigers fits all night. And it hits the net.
Yeah, she's got
to be a point for the Lady Tigers.
She's got to kind of find the groove again.
Jocelyn Bright serving it up for the North Shore Lady, or excuse me, the Slidell Lady Tigers. And she hits the net. That'll be point for North Shore.
Yeah.
So they're trading point by point
We are trading unforced errors now.
3-2 North Shore with Annalise Vollenweider putting it over. Casey Livingston up. Herdliska, big hit by Bennett, but blocked by Epperson and Giardina. Bennett getting it back over. Vollenweider to Giardina, big block by Bennett. And that will be out.
3-3.
Mackenzie Fugatti back to serve for the Lady Tigers. And it's into the net. still trading these unforced errors.
Yeah, these service points are just at a premium right now.
Epperson back to serve for the North Shore Lady Panthers. Up and over. Bright fields it. And big hit by Bennett, but it's put up by Mary.
I really like
Doesn't matter, into the net.
Yeah, but I like when Herliska does the quick set to Bennett. I mean, that is really a pretty play.
Bennett now back to serve. Over. Fielded cleanly by Kaluta. Up over. Giardina dinks it up. Herliska to Bright. To Harrington, who gets it over. Livingston popping it up to Vollenweider. Giardina with a big hit, but a huge block by Harrington and Othamet. And Bennett back to serve for the Lady Tigers.
Coach Anderson coaching her girls up.
5-4, Slidell. Bennett gets it over. Up, Mary. To Giardina, unable to be fielded cleanly by the Slidell Lady Tigers.
Yeah, Amanda Giardina kind of fielded that ball coming from behind. Struck very, very cleanly.
And Rachel Rodriguez checking into the game for the North Shore Lady Panthers. Out comes Madeline Vollenweider. Rodriguez puts it over, hits the net. Point North Shore. She just hit the top of the tape.
Yep.
And Herliska unable to field it. 6-5, North Shore leading. Rachel Rodriguez serves it up. Fielded by Livingston. Over, big hit by Bright.
That was a big hit. Hits the Raptors.
Mary, big hit, caught by Livingston. And Harrington.
Chelsea Harrington comes up big for the Tigers when they really need it. Last time we covered her and this team, she was really coming up with some big points just like that.
Beating the block.
Yeah.
Herliska putting it over. Good hustle from Rodriguez. And
rejected
Tyler
by the net.
David rejected by the net, out on North Shore. Slidell retakes the lead 7-6 here in the fourth. North Shore leading 2-1. Herliska puts it over.
Gotta get it over. Nope.
And we have a double hit
Yep.
on North Shore. So Herliska will serve it up again.
The Lady Tigers came out so flat in the first two sets, and now this is really what, like you mentioned earlier, what we expected to see.
Mary is long, and the Tigers continue their rally. Vollenweider, Mary, big hit, and
Gotta get it.
over to Harrington, who gets it over in time. Mary, big hit, but a big block there by Morgan Othaman.
That might be the biggest block of the night.
Morgan Othaman, Chelsea Harrington.
Man, that was straight back across the net.
Herliska serves it up.
Ooh,
And
a serve.
puts a laser on it.
That was a bullet.
Livingston popping it up. Harrington getting it over. Vollenweider. Giardina. And Harrington pops it over. And unable to be handled by Amanda Kaluta.
Harrington, again, when you need a point, get it to Chelsea.
And the Tigers have turned it on. Kaluta over. Mary. Bright, big hit, fielded cleanly by Kaluta. Up by Rodriguez, over by Mary. Fugatti, Herliska, big hit by Bright, it's long. So North Shore gets a chance to try and narrow this gap.
North Shore stops the onslaught. And I believe that the crowd has really kind of pushed this Lady Tiger team into a fourth set for sure.
Giardina gets it over. Herliska to Bright, to Offiment, who puts it straight to the floor. Ball back to Slidell.
Yeah.
That gap won't narrow. Slidell leading 12-7 here in the fourth. Maya West serves it up for the Lady Tigers. Vollenweider dinks it over. Herliska, Offiment. Rodriguez saves it.
Wow.
And Amanda Giordina puts it in.
I really think she looked that ball into the spot.
Kaluta to serve for the Lady Panthers. 12-8. Slidell leads. Herliska up to Bright. Big hit, but a big block.
Blocked out.
And it's blocked out. So Casey Livingston back to serve. And this gym is loud.
Yeah.
Mary, big hit. Livingston fields it cleanly. Herliska up to Fugatti, who hits it and unable to be fielded by North Shore.
Giardina was able to get to it, and then I think it was struck so cleanly that she wasn't able to direct it to a teammate.
Livingston to serve. Livingston puts it over. Giardina up. And Epperson back to Livingston. Herliska, quick set to Bennett, unable to get there. Livingston to Fugatti, who hits it over. Kaluta, Vollenweider, and Amanda Giardina hits it into the net. Slidell lengthens its lead.
15-8 now, Grant.
Here in the fourth.
What a turnaround and a timeout. 15-8, Lady Tigers over the Lady Panthers here.
Casey Livingston. And more sweat on the court to be cleaned up. Following the timeout, Casey Livingston to serve it up for the Slidell Lady Tigers. Livingston gets it over Giardina to Vollenweider to Mary. Fielded cleanly by Herliska. Bright puts it over. Giardina to Vollenweider. Mary once again, laser hit, unable to be stopped by the Lady Tigers. North Shore gets the ball back. Mary will serve. It's 15-9. Slidell leads North Shore here in the fourth.
Carly needs to get her serve going like she did in the first set to get the team back in it.
Mary puts it over. Livingston pops it up. Bright puts it over to Kaluta. Back to Vollenweider. Big hit by Giardina.
That hit.
And we have a double hit by Slidell that puts the ball back in the hands of Carly Mary.
Lady Panthers down by 5 now.
Mary serves it over. Livingston pops it up. And double hit once again for the Slidell Lady Tigers.
Couple of errors.
15-11 here in the fourth. Carly Mary still serving. Mary up and over. Livingston pops it up to Herliska. Bennett tried for the big one, but blocked by Vollenweider. And Vollenweider to Epperson. Back to Mary. Herliska to Bright. Blocked by Rodriguez and Epperson.
We got a rally.
And Vollenweider puts it over. And we have a double hit.
Yeah.
Point for Slidell. Jocelyn Bright back to serve for the Lady Tigers. After the stoppage here, official wiping up some sweat on the floor.
A lot of sweat on the floor tonight.
And Red, if you watch the first 2 sets here,
Yeah.
this is like a completely different Slidell team now.
A tale of 4 sets. Yeah, it really is different. They've turned it around.
Jocelyn Bright hits it over. Northshore puts it up. Big hit by Caitlin Epperson. Ball back to the North Shore side. 16-12 here in the 4th. Slidell leads North Shore. Vollenweider over to Slidell. Herliska up to Bennett. And unable to be blocked there by Epperson and Giordina. Mackenzie Fugatti in. Imana Ellis comes out for the Lady Tigers. Fugatti puts it over. Mary digs it out of bounds.
It was 6 all early in this set, and since then it's been Tigers holding that lead.
18-12 here in the 4th. Fugatti to serve for the Lady Tigers. Fugatti gets it over. Giordina puts it up. Vollenweider back to Vollenweider. Unable to be handled by Bright.
Looked like that ball might have been headed out of bounds.
And Epperson back to serve for North Shore. Epperson up and over. Handled by Livingston. To Harrington. Bright gets it over. Epperson with the dig. Vollenweider back to Giordina. Bright handles it. No one there to play off of the hit from Bright.
Panthers need to make a late run here.
Epperson puts it over. Fugatti. Herliska. Bennett. Can't fire ball.
Quick set catches everyone on the Lady Panther side off guard.
Well, and they expect her to hit it with the big arm.
They do.
And she just dinks it in there. Bennett up and over, and it's out of bounds. A little too much on that one.
You know, you got to respect Coach Anderson's call early not to call timeout on the girls. It's really kind of worked out for them so far. They've come back in a big way, and they've really done it all on their own.
Rodriguez puts it over for North Shore. Herliska, quick set over. Rodriguez, Vollenweider, big hit there
yeah, by
Amanda Giordina.
That is a big hit, big point.
19-16, Slidell leading.
Pivotal moment of this match.
Rachel Rodriguez up and over. Fugatti, Herliska, Bright, too much.
Out of bounds.
North Shore continues to narrow the gap. 19-17 here in the 4th.
4 points in a row for North Shore. And
we'll have a timeout. The Slidell Lady Tigers lead 19-17 here in the 4th. After the timeout, Rachel Rodriguez to serve for North Shore. Gets it over. Fugatti fields it cleanly. Herliska to Othman. North Shore puts it back over to Slidell. Herliska up, big hit from Harrington. Kaluta, Vollenweider, and Mary gets it in. That's 5 in a row for North Shore.
Sure is. Big hit from Carly Mary.
19-18.
The Tigers now on their heels.
Here in the 4th. Rachel Rodriguez back to serve. Gets it over. Livingston fields it cleanly. Herliska, big hit from Bright.
Wow.
And unable to be handled by Herliska.
19 apiece, Grant, in set number 4.
And Rachel Rodriguez back to serve. A little too much on it. Ball goes back to Slidell, and Slidell reclaims the lead.
That really seems to happen at the worst moments for every team. I mean, that is just a free point given away.
And Riley Herliska back to serve. And it looked like it was going out.
Oh, man.
Rachel Rodriguez hit it. And that'll be a point for
Lady
Slidell.
Panthers have lost concentration here at the end. of set number 4.
Riley Herdliska up, over, fielded cleanly by Kaluta. Vollenweider to Mary. Fugatti with the save there. Bright gets it over. Kaluta up. Vollenweider to Giordina. Fugatti to Harrington, back over to Northshore. Vollenweider to Mary, and a big hit. Slidell point, it's out. So 22-19 here in the fourth. Slidell with the lead. Herdliska still serving. Herdliska gets it over. Rodriguez pops it up. Giordina gets it over, and that hits the ground. Point for North Shore.
Big point.
22-20 here in the fourth. Amanda Giordina serving for North Shore.
Jump serve.
Bright to Herdliska. Quick to Offerman, who sails it out of bounds. And North Shore.
They went for the quick set again.
North Shore fighting back, 22-21, Slidell leading. Giordina up and over. Fugatti to Herdliska. Bright dinks it. Mary saves it. Over to Vollenweider to Mary. Big hit, but stopped by Slidell. Bright with a hit. Vollenweider to Mary. Harrington. Herdliska to Bright once again. It goes out of bounds off North Shore. Maya West subs in for the Lady Tigers. 23-21, Slidell. West puts it over. Vollenweider to Mary. Big hit blocked. Fugatti back to Herdliska. Bright dinks it. Giordina with the save. And a big hit by Mary, but into the net. And
Set
Slidell can
point.
put it away right here.
Set point for Slidell. Lady Tigers coming back, roaring back really, in the match.
Roaring back.
We got
And
timeout.
we have a timeout on the court. Slidell leading 24-21 here in the fourth. West back to serve for the Lady Tigers following the timeout. Gets it over to North Shore. Vollenweider up to David. Livingston pops it up to Herdliska, who gets it over. Giordina. Vollenweider. Big hit for Mary, but it's fielded cleanly by Slidell. Livingston gets it over. Kaluta. Vollenweider. Mary pushes it. West to Bright, who hits it. Kaluta pops it up. Vollenweider. Mary, big hit, and it'll go out of bounds off of West. Point for North Shore.
North Shore holds off. Set point.
24-22 here in the fourth. Kaluta serving for North Shore. And it's into the net. Point for Slidell.
Unfortunate.
That'll do it for the fourth set. Slidell takes it 25-22.
St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, an A-rated school district. Graduates with the highest ACT scores in the state. Facilities with the latest technology. Safe and secure schools. A variety of sports. Fine arts. And learning to last a lifetime.
I'm Superintendent Trey Foles, and this is where we educate every child, every day.
Fifth set action here in Slidell. Casey Livingston serving for the Slidell Tigers. Mary with a big hit, fielded cleanly by Livingston. Up Herdliska, and it goes right back down. North Shore scores the first points here in the fifth set.
And everybody at home, once it goes to 5 sets, it's only a 15-point game. So a little different when you go the distance.
Mary back to serve, puts it over. Livingston fields it cleanly. Herdliska up. Fugatti laser hit, and it's in. It's right there on the line.
Yep. Good call there, Grant. 1-1.
Jocelyn Bright serving for the Slidell Lady Tigers. Gets it over, fielded cleanly by Giardina. Epperson dinks it over, campfire ball once again.
Definition of.
Annalise Vollenweider into the net for North Shore. 2-2 here in the 5th. Mackenzie Fugatti puts it over for Slidell. Great hustle there by North Shore.
Certainly was.
Bennett putting it over, unable to be fielded over there by Mary. And Slidell reclaims the lead, 3-2. Fugatti up, over, fielded by Giardina. Vollenweider up, Giardina into the net. 5-2.
Yeah, Slidell has mounted quite a comeback here in this
Quite
match.
the comeback.
I mean, really, they looked.
North Shore took the first 2 sets rather easily.
Yeah, and then Slidell looked very sluggish.
And that is out on Mackenzie Fugatti. Epperson will serve for North Shore. Yeah, Slidell took the first 2.
Yeah, pretty handily, by the way.
North Shore took the first 2. Slidell fought back in the next 2.
Correct.
Epperson puts it over. Bright.
Ooh, wow.
And out on Harrington.
I think Harrington thought Bennett was going to be able to get to that ball, and she didn't.
So
Four
Epperson to
apiece.
serve once again. Up, over. Dug up by Bright. Herliska to Bennett. Big hit, and it's in.
Yeah.
Right there in the right corner.
Cross court.
And Bennett will serve for the Lady Tigers. 5-4 here in the 5th, playing to 15. Bennett serves it up, over. Mary didn't get all of it, but North Shore is able to get it back over to the Slidell side. Harrington, big hit. Mary puts it up. Vollenweider hit by Giardina, and Slidell saves it. Bennett, big hit over. North Shore back over to the Slidell side. Herliska, quick set over.
Yeah. Rally.
Big rally going on here. A little confusion there, Bennett and Harrington, but they made something out of nothing. And Bright up, Bennett, big hit. Saved there by Mary. Giardina hits it over, but it's long.
Man, that was, I came out of nowhere. It was almost a really smart play. And that may have been the longest rally of the match. And it comes in set number 5. Conditioning not an issue for these two teams.
Slidell leading 6-4. Bennett to serve. Bennett up, gets it over. Mary pops it up. Vollenweider. Mary pops it over again. Up to Herliska. Offman.
Yep.
And she just dinks it right over, changes up the pace, catches North Shore off guard.
Yeah, she found some open floor.
Bennett to serve it up. Bennett hits it over. Mary pops it up. And point for Slidell once again.
Yeah, that ball just went right into the net in an awkward angle, and Coach Davis wants a timeout with his girls down 8-4 here in Slidell.
Following the timeout, Bennett back to serve for the Slidell Lady Tigers. Up, over, cleanly by Kaluta. Vollenweider. Vollenweider to Vollenweider, hits it into the net.
And the Lady Tigers really, really have a chance here, and you can see it on their faces. They believe that they're going to take this match, and the way they're playing.
Puts it up, Kaluta fields it cleanly. Vollenweider over to Giardina. Big hit by Bright into the net.
Into the net.
And Rachel Rodriguez subbing into the game for Madeline Vollenweider. Rachel Rodriguez will score, looking to narrow the gap here. Rodriguez has it over. Fugatti pops it up. Over to Harrington, who hits it, but it's fielded by Kaluta once again. Mary, big hit, Fugatti. Northshore off the net. And Giordina, the big hit from Giordina, unable to be cleanly fielded by Bright, and goes to the ground. Rodriguez to serve it up once again. Rodriguez gets it over. Livingston pops it up. Hrdlicka. Bright into the net. So North Shore narrowing the gap here. 9-7.
Panthers trying to come back. Set 5.
Rodriguez over. Fugatti pops it up. Hrdlicka to Harrington. Big hit. No one there.
That is a huge hit.
Slidell.
It comes at the perfect time.
Slidell leads 10-7.
And this crowd.
Hrdlicka puts it over. Up. Vollenweider sets Mary. Mary with the hit for Bright. Big hit. Up by Rodriguez to Mary. This one needs to go over. Giordina pops it over. Fugatti up to Hrdlicka. Big quick set to Bright.
Yeah.
No one there.
Nobody home. And it's 11-7 now, Grant. And the Lady Tigers, if they come back and win this match, Coach Davis is going to have a serious talk with his girls. It's not over yet at all, but man.
It's a big, big rivalry game.
Yeah.
Going into playoffs starting next week.
Playoffs next week. This is not how you want to go into those if you lose this. And, I got to give Coach Lori Anderson all the credit in the world. Again, she just let her girls play out of this deep, deep hole, and they did it. So if they end up winning this match going into playoffs this way, it's the exact opposite.
Hrdlicka puts it over. Popped up by Rodriguez. Back to Vollenweider. Big hit by Giordina. Saved by Slidell. Over to Harrington. Huge hit off the tape. North Shore with the save. Giordina unable.
I'm telling you, Harrington set that up, and she comes in big again.
Giordina unable to stop Harrington there at the net. 12-7 here in the fifth. Hrdlicka puts it over with a laser shot.
That was
off
a
the chest,
massive serve.
off the chest of Rachel Rodriguez. And they're saying maybe there was perhaps a little fan interference.
The Panthers saying that
Giordina saying she could have saved that if the fans weren't there.
this is interesting.
Mary relaying the message from Coach Davis to the officials.
Well, the referee did tell the students to back away from the court before this set started.
Mary coming back to tell Coach Davis what the official said.
And more interaction, the crowd really getting into it. And it is an interesting call. I mean, they're back there kind of hanging out, but I don't know that they were in the play.
And they're going to replay the point.
Wow.
And the fans here are being ordered back into the stands.
Yeah, and rightly so, Grant.
Giordina may have been able to save it.
Replay the point.
So Hrdlicka will serve for Slidell.
Wow, that was huge.
Hrdlicka puts it over. It's long, but Rachel Rodriguez touched it before it went out. So point for Slidell.
13-7, 2 points away from the match. This has been just a wild ride tonight here in Slidell.
And the Slidell fans chanting, "I believe that we will win."
Well, I kind of agree with them right now. This has been a wild one.
Hrdlicka puts it over.
Took something off of that.
Kaluta, Vollenweider to Mary, big hit. Livingston pops it up. Bright puts it over.
Wow.
Unable to be handled by North Shore. And
Really?
Slidell can win this thing right
I
here.
mean, that was such a smart play from Jaslyn Bright.
We have a timeout on the court where Slidell leads 14-7 here in the 5th. And Hrdlicka looking to put this one away for the Lady Tigers. Over, but into the net. So North Shore will get another shot.
Panthers are going to have to come up with something big and a lot.
Giardina puts it over. Fugatti fields it cleanly. Hrdlicka, Bright, big hit, and it's out of bounds.
Wow.
Off of Amanda Kaluta. The Slidell Lady Tigers win 3-2. That'll do it for regular season volleyball here in the Prep Zone. Special thanks to everyone involved in bringing you the game tonight, starting with our Superintendent of St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, Trey Foles, Director of Broadcasting, Dr. Melody Swang, Cameraman, Editor, and Coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams. Alongside me is Rhett Sharp. So from Slidell, where Slidell defeated North Shore 3-2, I'm Grant Yenny. We'll see you in the playoffs. You are now exiting the Prep Zone.